Ian Garry versus Carlos Prates. Who's going to win this fight? Well, first of all, who's going to win this fight? Let's take a look at their latest performances in which Ian Garry fought Michael Venom Page, in which it was a very boring and trash fight. There was no action at all. Ian Garry was just hugging Michael Venom Page, and Ian Garry won by decision.
The future, Ian Machado.
And after this, Ian Garry went to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov, in which it was also a very boring fight. Both of their grappling was great, but Shavkat Rakhmonov had way more control time, and Shavkat Rakhmonov won by decision.
Shavkat, no more.
Now let's take a look at Carlos Prates' latest performances, in which he fought Lee Young, in which Carlos Prates dropped Lee twice in round 1.
Nice left hand land. Prates.
Carlos Prates then dropped and knocked out Lee in round 2.
I think Prates is fighting. Prates.
And after this, Carlos Prates wanted to fight Neil Magny, in which Carlos Prates dropped and knocked out Neil Magny in round 1. And based off the latest performances and power, I got Carlos Prates winning this fight.
Now let's just get into how this fight can play out, because I can't wait for Ian Garry to embarrass and expose Carlos Prates. So now in this fight, although Carlos Prates obviously has the power to hurt and knock anyone out with one shot, I don't think it's going to be that easy for him to just get Ian Garry out of there, even though Ian Garry took this fight on a short notice. And that's because Carlos Prates is now fighting at the highest level. Ian Garry is no joke of a fighter. He has proven to be a great fighter all around. He can strike and he can grapple. So to think that Carlos Prates can just stand with Ian Garry and knock him out is unrealistic, especially since Carlos Prates doesn't stay too busy. He's usually just looking for that one shot to end it all. But against Ian Garry, who's got the high end reach, if Carlos Prates doesn't mix or set anything up, Ian Garry is going to be able to avoid all the big shots coming his way. And I believe that's how Ian Garry is going to win this fight. I believe Ian Garry is going to control this fight by playing it smart, keeping his range, attacking the legs of Carlos Prates. And since I believe that Ian Garry is a much better kickboxer, I do see him landing the better shots and having the better moments. So in the end, once Ian Garry beats Carlos Prates, he deserves everyone's respect for taking the challenge of finding a dangerous fighter like Carlos Prates on a short notice when he didn't need to. And I'm hoping that he does beat Carlos Prates, because honestly, it would be a disappointment to see Carlos Prates win this fight and get closer to a title shot, since he doesn't deserve it, since all he has is power and he lacks overall skill.